Hi everyone, welcome to North Star Knife Reviews. Short little video for you today, just sort of an epilogue to my series on Scandinavian and Nordic knives. I'd gotten some knife blanks and I showed those to you a while back. And looking at all these Nordic knives, I decided I should make one myself. And so this is my first. And I've modeled it after a wood carving knife from Laurin. Made the handle a little bit bigger, but this is what I've done. Now it's certainly not perfect. I've got, you can see the epoxy is out a little bit here, and I haven't gotten it completely sanded off yet. But I'm fairly happy with how it turned out since it was my first attempt at knife making. And I already have a second one in the works, trying to do something with some birch bark, stacked birch bark. And so if and when I get that completed, I will probably show you that as well. But what I did, I took that little stainless steel blade from Laurin Metalli and put it in a handle with, you see I've got a little brass bolster on here. I am not 100% sure what the wood on this is. I've got a little box of some offcuts that I've got in various places, and this seemed like a good choice, so I did it. You can see the whole thing here is about not quite 6.5 inches long, and the little blade is just a little over 2 inches, maybe about 2.25. Cutting edge the same. And again, this is a stainless. I don't recall what the stainless is that Laurin Metalli uses, but I just wanted something that was going to be a little wood carving knife. And so I originally thought, well, maybe I'll make a sheath for it. So I made a sort of a traditional liner, and then decided I'm not going to do the sheath after all because it's going to be a wood carving knife. And so I really won't be carrying it around on my hip. It's going to probably live in my little toolbox or a drawer or something like that when I'm not using it. And so I decided to just leave the liner as a little blade cover. Now, this is what a traditional liner in a Scandinavian Nordic style sheath would look like. Most of the modern ones use plastic, but I carved this one out of wood. Took 2 small pieces of wood, put the blade on, traced it, and then carved out the shape of the blade. You can see it gets a little narrower down here at this end where the cutting edge is. And then take another piece of wood, epoxied it to this, to the bottom piece, and then carved a little bit off first and then sanded it into shape. Now, it's certainly not perfect. And as I say, I was going to use this to make a sheath, but then I decided, well, I can just, store it like this and it works perfectly fine. So that is what I'm doing at this point. Once I get the next knife done with the birch bark, I probably will make a sheath for that. I've not made a sheath before, so we'll see how it turns out. Also trying to make a sheath for another knife that I've got that I don't like the sheath it came with. So maybe you'll see that sometime in the near future. But anyway, just thought I'd give you a look at this. It's not the greatest knife in the world, certainly not a professional job, but I'm fairly happy with how it turned out, and just thought I would share it as a little epilogue to my Scandinavian and Nordic knife series. Hope you all have a good day. If you feel like subscribing, go ahead. If you don't, that's cool too. Whatever you want to do. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.